Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, let's take a look at this brutal collapse that the market is going through. So we'll take a look at SPY and QQQ and then tech stocks, that is Microsoft, Apple, Meta, Netflix, Google, and Amazon. Guys, buckle up because this roller coaster is going full speed down. So where do we start? Let's start off with Microsoft, but before that, I also want to let you know none of this is any financial advice and is only for education purposes. Please do your own thing. I'm just sharing here my opinion, nothing more than that. So with Microsoft, what we have? Well, a collapse, right? We were already in this structure of the downtrend overall that I was talking about, and this rebound that was coming at from this blue box down here due to this previous holding support gave it a push back again up to that little bit underneath of that top outline of the blue box that I provided when there was a structure break, and I said we'll come down to this 50 days moving average close to $430. That was one of the moves. Then we got intraday rebounds. That was fine, but then this collapse is continuing because overall structure still remained to the downtrend, and that opens up now door on Microsoft to continue to go lower. Microsoft will only become from here bullish a little bit upside again if it regains blue box tomorrow and starts to go up. But otherwise, no, this thing, as long as it's below 430 now, pretty much once it broke today 436, and I already said that I'll expect downside today. And yeah, now especially when we are now 430 below, this is just a downside play as long as we stay below 430. All right, so yeah, that's that. So it's in the downtrend, guys. Sell-off is continuing, quite a brutal sell-off. Next week we have Microsoft earnings as well. Not sure if it's going to do anything, but yeah, you can see on hourly interval as well, we are below 200 hours moving average. Rebound came intraday only until then, but structure still remained bearish, and we continued to fall. That's Microsoft in the downtrend. Apple, as I was saying yesterday, guys, that I expect this thing to eventually break the 20 days moving average just because weakness was sitting down there. And we broke 20 days moving average, and also we lost 220. This thing can continue to 211. Structure on this is not bullish. As long as now we stay below 220 and 20 days moving average, it is in the downtrend. At least 50 days moving average is the next level you can be watching, and or this level of 211. Meta is in a quite a disastrous fall today, and it's not surprising. I already told you about this, that the structure is still bearish on Meta, guys. So if you remember, I talked about that once we lost this trend line that was already in the downtrend, then I talked about, okay, this rebound is coming with this pivot, but this rebound will only, as it's just a rebound as long as we just get into the blue box or stay below the blue box 490. You can see we sold off there yesterday, and then today we are plummeting. So technically we still kept the structure to the downside. So yeah, you are watching, let's say if it comes down to now 200 days moving average, but right now structure is not back again to the upside, structure is still to the downside. On hourly interval, you can also see that once, and this is something, this is what I talked about yesterday as well, guys, we have lost the pivot already on Meta, and yeah, the downtrend is continuing on Meta, selling off from that blue box, just that very level I provided. We don't need this particular trend line anymore. Let's get rid of that. Netflix. So let's go to the daily interval, and Netflix is struggling to really break to the downside, but it's any push-ups that are coming on this are being sold off so far. So, and as we continue to lose the levels, guys, to the downside, technically, though we are in the downtrend, it's still trying its best to continue up. But yeah, as long as we stay below 50 days moving average, that's pretty much was a short play, right? These take partial profits in the extensions even to the downside, but right now Netflix also doesn't look great in the way that's going. So on hourly interval, yeah, it's still below 200 hours moving average. You can see any rebound, even the rebound that came today got sold off on this thing. So market is like, everything is selling off. Market just can't hold off anymore. Google had their earnings yesterday. I talked about it yesterday in my QQ and SPY video, and poor thing is just not being able to hold up even after good earnings, and guidance call was fine as well, or earnings call, right? But yeah, right now it's also going in the downtrend. That's why structural trading is so important. Lower highs, lower lows once we lost that blue box, right? And any rebound as it has been coming, It's still just being shorted, right? So as long as we stayed below the blue box, that was just a rebound, and you can see this is quite a brutal sell-off as well though, right? So that's Google, and it also shows you, if I take it to the hourly interval, regardless of whatever the earnings were, you can see as the structure remained bearish through the blue box below 200 hours moving average, sold off even in the post market, and today we're seeing a continuation of the sell-off. So that's Google. Now Amazon. So Amazon is also red and selling off, and as I said that, guys, as long as we stay below the blue box, that is 108 and 89 and 87 cents, we are still technically in the downtrend, and Amazon is continuing still in that downtrend. Overall structure is still to the downtrend, right? So that's that. Now on the intraday, there was an area, if so, there was 1 day of intraday upside that came out of that trend line upside, right? That was only for a day, and then this was the level I provided you to watch. If we would have stayed above 185, that could have been a possibility of staying up here, but since we broke below that level and the retest failed, it just continued lower to the downside, right? And it's still continuing to the downside. So yeah, right now, yeah, there is no sign of the upside on Amazon as well. So that's the tech stocks. So let's take a look at SPY and QQQ. So S&P 500. So we lost the blue box again today, right? 550, and this is something I talked about yesterday already, guys, that we are losing the pivot on the hourly interval. But yeah, once we lost 550 again, it just confirmed us that, okay, 20 days moving average is not willing to hold, and we are selling off. You can see the next level has come down to 50 days moving average. We are there now. If we lose 50 days moving average, the next level could be 532 that you are watching. All right, so that's that, and after that it will be 524. So, but yeah, we are in the downtrend on SPY as well since the time we lost the blue box, and you can see brutal sell-off, hourly sell-off. It's just big players are selling right now, guys. All right, and yeah, now, yeah, it's just in the downtrend, guys. Rebounds are just a short on this, as long as we stay below the blue box from where the price is right now. And yeah, but the move has happened. This is the time to take partial profits as well, at least for intraday, right? But that's that for SPY, completely in the downtrend below the blue box. And also on SPY, if I take you back again to the hourly interval, you can see that we precisely rejected at that underneath of 200 hours moving average and being selling off, right? So that's that. QQQ. And QQQ is pretty much, well, it was already in the downtrend, guys. That's what I have been talking about, that once we lost this blue box, that was it. Any rebound came below 20 days moving average, just came just until their intraday upside, and then it's being selling off. We lost another pivot today, 473. That was a confirmed short play, and QQQ is also selling off right now. The next levels definitely is the level like 460. We'll see what happens for the price action there, but if we lose that as well, 448 is where I would expect some good reaction of the price, because that's where a little bit of a stronger support line is. We'll see what happens there, but yeah, that's something to watch, this area on the QQQ. But yeah, right now though it's in the downtrend. Let's see how much it falls, and yeah. Alright guys, that's it for this video. And also, well, before I forget, I did buy some tech stock ETF today in my dividend investing portfolio. This channel, if you are interested to follow along, where I cover public facing portfolio that I'm building on the dividend side, you can check out this channel of mine, subscribe here and like here as well, guys, if you want to follow along. Alright, link to this channel will be in the description of this video, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care, bye.